Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Syahrul Aziz and I am here to talk about the meaning and reading in semantics. Today I'm diving into the fascinating world of language and how we make sense of it all. We'll be focusing on a specific aspect, how a single word of number can carry multiple meaning and depending on the context. We'll delve into the building block of meaning called lexeme and how a single word of number can have multiple interpretation depending on the context. Prepare to be introduced to fascinating concepts like homonym, where words share the same sound but have different meaning. We'll also explore polysemy, where, where a single word holds multiple related meanings, but language isn't always crystal clear. We'll encounter the concept of vagueness, where words have blurry edges and their meaning can be open to interpretation. Of course, sometimes we have words that seem to mean the same things. We'll discuss synonym and explore how similar these words truly are. But the magic doesn't stop there. Well, see how the way we structure sentence can drastically alter the meaning we convey. We tackle syntactic ambiguity where the sentence can be interpreted in multiple ways. The good, the good news is context is our friend. We'll learn how to use the surrounding information to in- interpret the meaning correctly. We'll even explore technique for disambiguation, clearing up any confusing by eliminating less likely interpretations. Finally, we'll venture into the realm of figurative language. Explore how metonym and metamorph can shift the meaning of a word to create richer connection. The first explanation we can talk about the lexeme. What is the lexeme? Lexeme are the basic unit of meaning in a language. They are like the building block that sound are constructed from, unlike morpheme, which can be individual prefix, suffix, or roots. Lexemes are complete units that carry meaning on their own. For example is book, run, and happy are all lexeme. The next explanation about the homonym, polysemy, and vagueness. These terms all deal with the relationship between words and their meanings. Homonym is this occurs when two words share the same spelling or pronunciation but have completely unrelated meanings. For example, in homonym is bat or the flying mammal and the bat or a wooden club are homonyms. The next is polysemy. Polysemy this happens when a single word has multiple related meaning. The one can refer to the act of moving quickly on foot, the operation of machine, or a competition. Polysemy allows for a rich and economical use of language. The next is vagueness. This refers to word of phrases whose meaning is not entirely clear-cut. Words like tall, big, or often are vague because their interpretation can depend on context or individual perception. The next we can talk about the synonym. Synonym is are words are words that have similar or identical meanings. They can be helpful for rephrasing sentences or adding variety to your writing. However, true synonyms are rare, as words often have subtle difference in meaning or connotation. Here are the Here are some examples of synonyms along with sentences using them: big, large, spacious, wide, huge. The example in sentence is he has big build. Is the synonym is the large, white, huge, also walk here. The explanation, the next is sentence reading and meaning shift. This section dives deeper into how sentences are interpreted and how meaning can change. In sentence reading and meaning shift, there is syntactic ambiguity, interpretation in context, disambiguation and elimination, metonymical shift, metaphorical shift, and differentiation. The first we can explain about syntactic ambiguity. This occurs when a sentence can be grammatically correct but have two or more possible interpretations due to its structure. For example, the woman saw the man with the telescope could mean either the woman was holding the telescope or the man was. The next is interpretation in context. We rely on context to understand the intended meaning of a sentence. This includes the surrounding world, the situation, and our shared knowledge of the world. The example is the student saw the teacher leaving the school. If the sentence appears in report about student attendance, it likely means the student witnessed the teacher departing. However, in a conversation about a farewell ceremony, it could imply the student saw the teacher after they had already left. Disambiguation and elimination. When faced with ambiguity, we use various strategies to figure out the intended meaning. This might involve considering context, use our knowledge of the world, or even asking for clarification. The example of disambiguation and elimination is the student saw the teacher leaving the school. 2. The student saw the teacher as he or he was leaving the school for clarity. In elimination is adding detail like at the end of the day. Clarify the timing of the teacher departure. Metonymical shift. This is a figure of speech where we use a related term to refer to something else. For example, we saying I am going to the White House might maybe mean you are meeting with the president, not literally going to the building itself. The next is metaphorical shift. Metaphorical are figure of speech that compare two things that are not alike but share some quality. The example of metaphorical shift is she is a ray of sunshine. Metaphorically compare a person to the sun. Positive quality metaphorical shift. Metaphor are figure of speech that compare two things that are not alike but share some quality. The last explanation is differentiation. This refers to the process of distinguishing between similar words or concept. For example, in this differentiation is we might differentiate between look to see and see or to perceive visually, depending on the context. Okay guys, I think that's all about the explanation about the meaning and reading in semantic. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.